Morning, everyone. Here we are at the quote-unquote next hotel room. Obviously, I slept in the bed already, so it's a bit of a mess. But hey, this is a really nice hotel. And as you can see now, what makes it great, which adds to the pleasure of travel, we've got a pool down there. And up there's a little terrace where you can have coffee, and I'm like 5 minutes from the beach in Bali. It's just amazing, right? Let's just take you through what I do every day, okay? So here's my luggage, and of course my camera. To the average person, this is probably boring, but this is the life of being a musician, okay? This is the real life, outside the glamour and the glory of concert life and whatever else. This is the BTS life. And what do I do in the mornings? Some people go for a walk, which I do sometimes too. Some people, you know, do whatever they do, they read, but I like to get on the pad. Now, this is a proper form of meditation. It's hard to talk and play this exercise. It's a little bit complex. This is a warm-up that I always do. But this in and of itself is a morning meditation, okay? That's how you should see your routine in general, as a meditation. Always come from this side of drumming and stay in the moment, not project yourself into the future. You know, what happens if this or that, or can I, you know, get this gig or that gig? No. Stay right here with your craft and hone in your craft, okay? Let whatever life things happen come from your playing, okay? Not the other way around, all right? Getting the blood moving. All right, I enjoy that warm-up because there's a lot of things happening there, but it's all basically rebound technique stuff, okay? Nice coffee here, hotel coffee. But, okay, so the next thing I'll do is work from my book, Paradiddles and the Magic Sticking. Now, I really love this because it helps me work on my phrasing, come up with new ideas. It helps me flow choreography and string my phrases together in a very relaxed and, well, just, you know, very beautiful way, real flowing. And I try not to do things that will break up the flow of my phrasing, okay? So if you don't know what it is, Paradiddles and the Magic Sticking, paradiddle, and then left, right. And for the left, paradiddle, right, left. So you have this. Okay, now it's real important to go slow because there's many things that you're working on here, and mostly choreography, rebound stroke, all the things that involve that. Okay, just to recap, rebound, the rebound off the pad. You're working with the weight of the sticks. You're working with downward pressure and you're working with gravity. Okay, the 4 elements of the rebound stroke that we talked about before. That's why it's important to go slow and be aware of all those things. Not try to trick out your, Honda Civic with a big tail in the back. Just go slow and concentrate on those things. I find that when I do this in the morning, my day is a lot better. It's a meditation unto itself, like I said before. Now, another thing I like to do is just start increasing the accents. For example, it's just a real simple thing. 1 accent, then 2, then 3. Okay? So 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's what that sounds like. It's a real nice flow, and it can help you achieve concepts like augmentation. Okay, augmentation is a beautiful concept, rhythmic concept that you can apply in every part of your drumming. All right, so yeah, if you want to get the book, it's on my online store, obviously. Now, I always try to, anytime I'm feeling tension or any kind of thing like that, I try to breathe into it and relax. Okay, very important. And another thing to remember is don't bash on the pad. Okay, don't try to hit hard on the pad. That's not what this work is about. Okay, that's a big mistake that I see people make all the time, trying to hit the pad too hard. What for? There's so many things to work on just right here. That's enough, So that's what I'll do. I'll try to do that for about an hour, even if I have to wake up a little earlier. I'll try to get it in at least 45 minutes, anything that I can do to get this meditation in there. Especially if I'm at a nice hotel like this, I can enjoy this beautiful view while I'm here. Checkout is at 11, which is kind of early for a hotel in Bali. But yeah, now a bit of some thoughts about this. So if you find yourself struggling, with the act of sitting down and doing this because you think it's boring or you think it's too much work or whatever it may be, I don't know. For me, it's a great pleasure to be able to sit down and do this. It's like, wow, what a great way to spend time on earth, man. It's just because it benefits your playing. The next time you go to play, it'll all be there. But if you need some motivation to do this, remember that, there's a simple phrase, no pain, no gain. But what does that mean, You have to be willing to sit through whatever. I don't even like to use the word pain because this is not pain, man. This is our art, our craft, the thing we love. But you have to be able to sit through these things in order to gain what you need to get yourself to the next level in your playing. Don't project yourself into the future. Stay with this and tap into the energy, tap into the hypnagogia that it gives you. Concentrate on the 4 elements of the rebound stroke, and that energy here will seep into your body. There's something absolutely beautiful about this that, that is captivating for you. Now, but it's also captivating for people when they see your passion expressed through your music. They're going to be interested in what you're doing. I've seen this over and over and over, no matter what country I'm in, no matter what stage I'm on, whatever. I play from my gut and people react, okay? That's what you need. That's what you need more than anything, to be able to play from your gut. I know a lot of very experienced guys watch this channel, so I'm probably, preaching to the choir here. But I just want to say that again for any less experienced player, that it's a beautiful thing what we do. It's a beautiful thing. Don't let the society you're in, control your thoughts about what you're doing. I know, as we all know, I was recently in China for 2 months, and there's so much societal pressure over there to be a doctor or whatever, be a millionaire, that that these things are sometimes pushed into the background. Unless you're very successful, then all of a sudden you're a hero, right? It's not that far different from other countries too. So, it's really important to keep all this in mind. Again, the biggest takeaway I'd have to say today is don't project into the future. Stay right here. Stay here with what you're doing and let your drumming come through your guts, your soul, and I think you will be happy. Now notice that I said, I think you will be happy, because success, in society is judged by others. We don't, please don't give a shit about what other people say. Okay, I can't say that any simpler than that, and stay with what you're doing, because the alternative is to stop drumming and go, do whatever live somebody else's life, and that's the biggest mistake you can make. All right, so that's the video for today. And I hope to see you again very soon. All right. Peace out.
love drumming, whether you are an amateur or a pro, what defines your drumming will be what you put into it, the things that you're exposed to, the things in your culture and the people you run across. If you love drumming, check out my lesson site, the most innovative curriculum in the world. I have taught thousands and thousands of drummers across the world in some of the most highly regarded drumming cultures. Check out my lesson site and see what it's all about. From big band to rock to Afro-Cuban, Brazilian, one of the most complete lesson libraries on the planet. See you there.